These are the 20 best PS5 monitors of 2024, and we're gonna rank each of them from God tier to trash tier. Links to all of these monitors mentioned in this video will be in the description below. Number 1. G27G R95 QB. This monitor is a game changer. It's got a 26.5-inch OLED screen with a crazy 240Hz refresh rate, which is perfect for fast-paced gaming. The colors are insane and those deep blacks. But heads up, it's not the brightest monitor out there, so it might struggle a bit in super bright rooms. Still, for $999, it's a solid choice for serious gamers who want that OLED goodness. I'm putting this bad boy in the great tier because it's awesome, but that brightness issue keeps it from the top spot. Number 2. Cooler Master Tempest G27U. Alright, let's talk about this 4K beast. It's rocking a 27-inch screen with mini LED backlighting and 576 local dimming zones. The 160Hz refresh rate is sweet for gaming, and it's got HDMI 2.1 for all your console gamers out there. But here's the kicker. It had some firmware issues that needed fixing. They've sorted most of them out, but there's still some flickering going on. It's a solid choice, especially if you're into both gaming and productivity, but those lingering issues make me place it in the good tier. Number 3. Samsung Odyssey Neo G8. This monitor is insane. We're talking 32 inches of 4K goodness with a mind-blowing 240Hz refresh rate. The mini LED backlighting gives you those deep blacks and bright highlights that'll make your games pop. It's got some fancy quantum dot tech for wider color range too. But, and there's always a but, it's got this annoying VRR flicker in dark scenes. If your frame rates are all over the place, despite that little hiccup, this monitor is so damn good that I'm slapping it right into the God tier. It's just that impressive. Number 4. Dell Alienware AW3225QF. Okay folks, hold on to your heads because this monitor is ridiculous. We're looking at a 4K 240Hz QD OLED panel that'll make your eyeballs melt with joy. The colors are out of this world, and those blacks, deeper than my existential crisis. It's got all the gaming bells and whistles, including HDMI 2.1 for you console lovers. The only real downside is some VRR flicker, but honestly the pros far outweigh that tiny con. This is a no-brainer God tier monitor. If you've got the cash, this is the cream of the crop. Number 5. Samsung Odyssey Neo G7. This 32-inch beast packs a punch with its 4K resolution and 165Hz refresh rate. The mini LED backlighting gives it incredible contrast and HDR performance. It's great for both PC and console gaming, but that 1000R curve might not be for everyone. I'm putting this in the great tier because it's a fantastic monitor, but it's not quite perfect. Number 6. LG UltraGear 48 GQ900. This thing is huge, a 48-inch OLED display that'll make your games look absolutely gorgeous. The colors are insane and that 138Hz refresh rate is buttery smooth. It's basically like having a TV as your monitor. The only downside, it might be too big for some desks. I'm slotting this bad boy into the great tier because it's amazing, but it's not for everyone. Number 7. Acer Cineon 27QHD240. This 27-inch OLED monitor is a speed demon with its 240Hz refresh rate. The picture quality is stellar and it's got some fancy features like a KVM switch. It's a bit pricey, but man, those deep blacks and vibrant colors are something else. I'm putting this in the good tier because it's awesome, but that price tag might make some folks hesitate. Number 8. Sony Inzone M9. Oh man, Sony knocked it out of the park with this one. It's like that they designed it specifically for the PS5. The 4K resolution and 144Hz refresh rate are perfect for next-gen gaming. The full array local dimming makes HDR content pop, and it's got all the bells and whistles like HDMI 2.1 and VRR. I'm absolutely loving this monitor, so I'm putting it right up there in the God tier. It's just that good for PS5 gaming. Number 9. Gigabyte AurusFV43U. This monitor packs a punch with its 4K resolution and 144Hz refresh rate, but it comes at a hefty price tag. The HDR performance is a bit underwhelming, and the contrast ratio could be better. It's a solid choice for those who want a high-end gaming experience, but there are better options out there for the money. I'm placing this one in the average tier. It's good but not great enough to justify the cost. Number 10. Dell G2724D. This monitor is a game changer. It's got everything you need for an awesome gaming experience. 1440p resolution, 165Hz refresh rate, and great motion clarity. The best part? It's super affordable. The design is sleek and it supports all adaptive sync standards. Sure, it lacks USB ports and HDR is meh, but at this price point, who cares? This is a no-brainer God tier pick for budget-conscious gamers. Number 11. AOC Pro PD32M. Alright, this Porsche design monitor looks fancy, but is it worth the premium? It's got a stunning 4K mini LED panel with 144Hz refresh rate, which is pretty sweet. The brightness is insane and the color accuracy is on point. But here's the kicker, it's crazy expensive. Unless you're swimming in cash and want that Porsche badge, there are better options out there. I'm putting this in the average tier. It's good, but the price is hard to swallow. Number 12. CORRUI 24E4. Now this is a pleasant surprise. For a budget monitor, the CORRUI 24E4 punches above its weight. You're getting 165Hz refresh rate and decent color accuracy, which is great for casual gamers. The VA panel does have some ghosting issues, but hey, at this price, you can't complain too much. It's not perfect, but it's a solid choice for those on a tight budget. I'm placing this in the good tier. It's a great value for what you're getting. Number 13. BenQ Mobius EX3210U. This 32-inch 4K beast is a visual treat for PS5 gamers. The 144Hz refresh rate and HDR 600 support makes games look stunning, and the built-in speakers are surprisingly good. However, it's a bit pricey and the HDR performance could be better for the cost. I think it's a solid choice for those who want a big feature-packed screen, but it's not quite top tier. I'm putting this one in the great tier. It's awesome but not quite godly. Number 14. Asus ROG Swift OLED PG32U CDM. This monitor is insane. The 32-inch 4K OLED panel with a 240Hz refresh rate is mind-blowing. Colors pop, blacks are inky deep, and the motion clarity is unreal. It's perfect for both PC and PS5 gaming. The only downside, it'll make your wallet cry. But for those who want the absolute best, this is it. I'm slapping this bad boy right into the god tier. It's just that good. Number 15. Gigabyte M32U. This curved 32-inch 4K monitor is a great option for PS5 gamers on a budget. The VA panel offers excellent contrast and the 144Hz refresh rate keeps things smooth. It's got HDMI 2.1 for full PS5 compatibility, and the curve adds some immersion. The HDR performance is a bit weak though. For the price, it's hard to beat. I'm placing this one in the great tier. It's a fantastic value proposition. Number 16. Ktc G27P6. This 27-inch 1440p OLED monitor is an interesting budget option. It's got a blazing fast 240Hz refresh rate and the OLED panel delivers great contrast and colors. However, it's not 4K, which might be a deal breaker for some PS5 gamers. The build quality isn't quite up to par with bigger brands either. It's a decent choice if you're on a tight budget and don't mind 1440p. I'm putting this in the average tier. It's got potential, but there are better options out there. Number 17. Dell S3221QS. This curved 4K monitor is a solid all-rounder. It's got a nice big 32-inch VA panel with deep blacks, which is great for immersive gaming. The 60Hz refresh rate isn't ideal for fast-paced action, but it's fine for most PS5 games. I love the sleek design and decent HDR support, though it's not mind-blowing. If you're after a versatile monitor for work and casual gaming, this could be a good pick. Considering its strengths and limitations, I'm putting this one in the good tier. Number 18. LG G27P6 Now this is a serious gaming monitor. We're talking 4K at 144Hz with HDMI 2.1. Perfect for getting the most out of your PS5. The IPS panel gives you great colors and viewing angles, and the 1ms response time is buttery smooth. HDR performance is decent, but not earth-shattering. It's a bit pricey and some might find 27 inches a tad small for 4K. But for competitive gamers who want top-notch performance, this is a strong contender. I'm feeling good about this one, so it's landing in the good tier for me. Number 19. Gigabyte AurusFV43U. This thing is massive. At 43 inches, it's basically a TV replacement. But don't be fooled, this is a serious gaming beast. 4K at 144Hz HDMI 2.1 and killer HDR performance with its VA panel and local dimming. The contrast is insane and the colors pop like crazy. It's not perfect though, the stand isn't adjustable and it might be too big for some desks. But if you want a cinematic gaming experience that'll blow your socks off, this is it. I'm impressed, so I'm putting this bad boy in the great tier. And number 20. Acer Nitro XV275U. This monitor is punching above its weight class. We've got a 1440p VA panel with a 170Hz refresh rate, which is a sweet spot for smooth gameplay. The real star of the show is the mini LED backlight with local dimming zones. It gives you some seriously good HDR performance for the price. It's not perfect, there's some ghosting in dark scenes, and the ergonomics could be better. But for the money, this thing delivers way more than you'd expect. I'm feeling generous, so I'm sliding this into the great tier. So there you have it. These are my personal ratings for all of the most popular best monitors for PS5 of 2024. Links to all of these monitors will be in the description below. Do you agree with me on these rankings or not? Leave a comment down below and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.